Hi everyone, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing great. This is Praveen from Team Debru, and in today's video we are going to watch a Propeller Ads real push campaign analysis. But before we dive into today's video, if you're interested in joining the fastest growing affiliate marketing community, you can do so by joining the AFK forum powered by Team Debru for free by clicking the link in the description of this video. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Welcome to today's video on a Propeller Ads real push campaign analysis, and just like the title say itself, we are going to see a real campaign which is run by Team Debru, and we're gonna analyze it properly, guys. We're gonna check out all the data. I'm gonna show to you how you can check out all the data so that you can actually optimize your own campaign, and we're going to see everything regarding that particular campaign itself. We're gonna go into that campaign. We're gonna see what type of creative has been used in this campaign. Everything we will be seeing up to date in today's video, guys. So firstly, we're gonna check out the data in both volume as well as Propeller Ads as well. So firstly, what we gotta do is we gotta go to volume over here, and we gotta choose our offer. Particularly, I've already choose the campaign that I'm going to do the analysis today, and also I've done the same thing in Propeller Ads, but I'm going to show you how to do it in case you don't know how to do it. Just go to campaigns over here. So just go to home. When you go to home over here, you can go to campaigns and just press whatever campaigns that you want. I'm just gonna press Eurospin. So when I press Eurospin, all the campaigns that has been run with the name of Eurospin will come out. So just gonna choose this one. This one is the one that I choose, and once you click and you press report, you can actually see what type of campaign that you actually run, and then you can choose it according to the date. So I have done that. It has been resetted, guys. So I'm showing you live, right? So I'm going to choose a date from September 14 to October 19. So this would be the date that we're going to run this we have run this campaign. So as you can see over here, this campaign, this offer that we took was from Big Bang Ads. We took the offer from Big Bang Ads, and we were running it on Propeller Ads, definitely. And this campaign was specially for Italy and Eurospin. Personally, I have no idea what Eurospin is until I saw the campaign. So I'm going to show you what Eurospin is. Eurospin is something like what is this? Let me just go and show you in Google itself. So what is Eurospin? So Eurospin is, everything is in Italy. Let me just translate it to English. 1 minute, guys. So Eurospin is a food and consumer company. So it goes more to food and supermarkets. So it falls under this kind of category. So if you don't know what kind of campaign you're running, for example, you took an offer from Big Bang Ads or Yep Ads or whatever affiliate network, and then you don't know what that particular network is for, or the particular offer is for, that is when you can actually go ahead and Google about this. I would highly recommend you to Google whatever offer that you've been running. I've never run this offer before. This offer was run by other teammates that I have in Team Debru, not by me. So I'm just gonna do an analysis. I'm gonna teach you on how you can actually analyze this campaign's data. So once you have segregated this campaign like this, like how we have done over here, next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna tick this campaign, and you can actually go and choose what type of detailing that you want from this campaign. Before we choose into a specific detail that what we want from this campaign, I'll show you let me just show you on how it, sorry guys, let me just go back to the campaign. Let me show you how we can actually read the main data, which is over here. So over here until here, it's all about what you have done when you're creating a campaign. If you don't know how to do that, in Debra channel, in our team Debra channel, we have actually put a lot of video on how to build a push campaign. So this offer session, this workspace, this conversion cap is everything that you actually set up within when you're creating your campaign itself. So let's start with the visit session. So the visit is actually how many visits have you actually got overall in this whole campaign from this duration. If you change the duration, for example, you can actually see, for example, I change 14 to 16, you can actually see the visit number change. So this, when you change the date, make sure that you put the actual date when was the campaign running, so that you will actually have the proper data. So these data will be automatically updated from the ProperllerAds. You don't need to do anything. And so these are the total visits that you get from this particular campaign. And when you call suspicious visit, what suspicious visit actually means is when you're running a campaign, there will be a lot of crawlers, there will be a lot of bot traffic. So ProperllerAds will try to segregate and make sure there is no bot traffic, but you cannot like kill them off fully. Definitely there will be like at least 2 to 3% of bot traffic. If it's only 2 to 3%, it's very nice. Even less than 5% is very good, guys. So that's how we say that's how ProperllerAds try its best to bring in, not to bring in any bot or crawler traffic. So in this particular campaign, there was 0.16% of suspicious visit, which means 0.16% of this particular total visit was a crawler or bot traffic, which is not approved. So I think this amount is very nice, because as you can see, it's all in green. The suspicions rate usually will be in a yellow. So since it's only 0.16%, you can't even barely see the yellow color over here. So that's how great it is. So the unique visits over here is actually the amount of, the unique visit over here is the amount of traffic that you actually got after you minus the suspicious visit. You from the total visit, so I don't know why it keeps running like that. So from the total visit, when you minus the suspicion visit, which is the 0.16%, you will actually get the unique visit. Clicks is how many clicks you get, and then conversion is how many conversion you get. We don't get any clicks, so we this is all about impression. So conversion, we got 138 conversion. Revenue is how much we made total, excluding the cost. So this, the revenue is we got around 138 euros, and the cost for running this ad was 120.48 euro. So the total profit that we have actually gained from this particular campaign was 17 euros. So the CPV as well as the CTR, there's no CTR because we are not using any lander, so CTR and CR will be empty. So it's more to CPV and CV. So the total ROI for this particular campaign that we have actually run is 14.54%. I'm gonna show to you every time we do a ProperllerAds campaign or a push campaign in general, we often emphasize that you should do an external tracker. You should have an extra tracker, and definitely without an external tracker, do not run push traffic. I will tell you why. Because most of the details that I went through, the overall updates over here, you can actually get it from ProperllerAds itself. But the things that you won't get from the major ones are the revenue, how much revenue have you got, and the cost would be there in the ProperllerAds, and how much profit you had will not be in the ProperllerAds as well. But that is not the one that we'll be looking for. We are looking for something more specific, more in depth, guys. So if you go over here over the offer section, and then you can actually separate it by all these kind of categories. For example, if you press affiliate network, you can actually see Big Bang ads would be there. Let me just show you one thing. let me just show you the one that I like the most. So when it comes to push traffic, the one of the main thing that you should see is the zone ID, which is V1. Then when you press apply, you can actually see I should have all right, you can actually see which zone ID. Zone ID is something like an ad ID. When you're running Facebook campaign, it's ad ID, right? So this is zone ID, so you can actually see which campaign perform much more better than the other campaign. So what I will do is, usually I will go and segregate it through conversion, so I can actually see which campaign perform better than another. So as you can see over here, 2732874, this particular campaign had 29 conversion, while 1496802 had 20 conversion. This one had 13 conversion, and other than that everything was good. So best performing, top 3 performing ads would be this one, these two, and all these two made profit, as well as even top 5 of their campaigns made profit. Even this one made profit. You can actually segregate it through profit as well. You can see which campaign made the most profit. So this campaign, the top number 3 one made the most profit, second was number 2, number 1, and other than that most of it made profit, except when it goes down, some of it actually lost money. So most of it actually was in the profitable zone. That's why this was a profitable campaign as well. So this is something that you should always take a look when you're analyzing your data and volume, as well as you can also go to this one. This one is the my personal favorite, guys, hour of the day. So when you go hour of the day and you apply hour of the day, you will know which hour of the day in Italy, which hour of the day there was most of the conversion. So as you can see over here, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock there was 14 conversion, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock there was 13 conversion, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock there was 12 conversion, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock there was 11 conversion, and over in let me just segregate it through conversion back. Yep. So the top 5 would always be, other than this was on night, this is night, somewhere around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Other than that, 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so everything was somewhere around 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So when you have this kind of data, the next step was definitely, when you're running a push ad, the first push ad might be successful, but that would not be as profitable as well. So when you're running the first push ad, the main reason that you are running it is because you want to test it, and when you test it, you gotta get some data, and from that particular data is how you analyze this particular campaign, this particular test campaign that you were running, and then the next step would be to scale or optimize that particular campaign. And as you can see over here, once you got the particular time when is the best conversion happening, the next step for you to do when you want to optimize that particular campaign is you go ahead into that campaign and you run it particularly on that particular time, because it was converting more on that particular time compared to other times, right? So that is one of the steps that how you will optimize your campaign, and that is why the volume or the external tracker, which we highly recommend, volume is very, very important, because they will go in specific details which you will never get from the ProperllerAds itself. So as we saw everything, we go back to zone ID, because I want to compare it with the ads that we will be seeing in the ProperllerAds very soon. So as you can see, we have already checked out the details in volume, and we're gonna go to ProperllerAds now and check out the details in ProperllerAds as well. So when you go to ProperllerAds, I have already segregated the campaigns over here. These are the campaigns that we actually run. So from this campaign, you can actually see how many impressions this campaign got, how many clicks this campaign got, how many conversion in total this campaign actually got. So yeah, this campaign was started at 15 September, while this one was started around 16 September, my birthday, guys. So yeah, As you can see, you can also see what is the click-through rate, what is the cost run for this particular campaign. But the ones in volume is much more reliable, because what they meant by click-through rate here and what they meant click-through rate here is rate here is whether it goes to the lander or not. But this one does not go through the lander, so there's no click-through rate in the volume, but there's click-through rate here because this one is the click-through rate from the offer page itself, because we will directly direct the offer from PropellerAds to the offer page. So the click-through rate would be from the offer page itself. So we have total spend around somewhere around $150, and we have gained somewhere around, what was our total revenue again? Let me just go ahead and check it out. Our total revenue was 138 euros. So it's a little bit that you need to convert stuff and like that, but we made a profit of 117 euros, somewhere around 18 euros, guys. So let's go ahead and check out more in depth about this particular campaign. Now, how to do that is you can actually go to dashboard and you can choose that particular campaign. I've already went to the dashboard, and as you can see, this was the campaign that we were running, this one and this one over here, IT mobile Eurospin CPC high and CPC low. So you can actually go ahead and the same details are here as well. So you can actually go ahead and click on this particular campaign, and you can actually see them through zone ID, which is very important. So when you see our zone ID, and you can actually segregate them through conversion as well. So when you see our zone ID, this zone ID was performing quite good, but only for campaign, because this was CPC low where the rate was very low. So for conversion, this was the testing campaign, and the CPC high was more to an optimizing campaign. So as you can see, this was 4 conversion, this was 3 conversion, and you can even go ahead and check out the creatives, what they did with this particular campaign. As you can see over here, this was the picture used. They translated this. You have an email, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go and Google translate this, guys. Sorry, Google Translate. So you have an email, yeah, new email. So it's new email and Eurospin coupon. Eurospin gives 500 euros. So this was their ad, and this was the ad that was doing very well with 8 conversion total in total, and this one was 2 conversions. So the picture they used was good. This was the picture they used. I'll go into the ad further and see on later, but this is how it all happened, as you can see. Then when you go and check out regarding the CPC high, which was the optimized version, you can see that this particular, this particular zone ID was having the most conversion. So let's check whether this zone ID tally with the one that we had in volume or not. So when we go to volume, we went to zone ID. So as 2732874, and the same one over here 2732874. So this was the best performing, and this was the second best performing, sorry, and as you can see over here, this was the second best performing as well. Let me just cancel this off. So this was the second best performing as well. So this is the one that we want to take a look at, and we're gonna go to creatives, and we are going to see our creative ID. This is the one that made 37 conversion in total. So this was the image that they used. Eurospin, they customized this a little bit. It was Eurospin gives 500 euro, but here Eurospin gives a voucher of 500 euro. So they customized, and this one was different a little bit. Receive, I think this one will be receive Eurospin coupon or something. Receive a Eurospin voucher 500 euro, but it's same new email. Everything was translated. If you want to do an ad and you want to do it in their native language and you want to translate, the best site that I would highly recommend you is 1 Hour Translation. this website over here is the one that I will definitely recommend you to go for it, because they have one of the best value, best price for the value and the time that they offer, and they have one of the best services over here. For that particular price, for a very small budget, they have one of the best, so they are one of the best service provider when it comes to translation service. So definitely go and check out them if you want to do native ads. If you want to do push ads in native language, in their native language, guys. So as you can see, so this is how you can actually see everything in depth when you're analyzing a campaign, which is very important. So if you realize that they use the same picture over here that they actually run in their test campaign. Let me just show you the test campaign. The test campaign that made a lot of conversion was this one, right? So this particular campaign, as you can see, they use the same picture of this test ad into their optimizing ad, which is how you will actually do. So first you run a test campaign, but once you have like a qualifying leads, like maybe in a 3-day rule, something like that applied, and then you have qualifying leads that you want to, and you can determine whether that campaign is a successful campaign or not. And then what you will do, the next step is you start scaling with the data that you have. That's why the volume and the PropellerAds, how to analyze the data from the PropellerAds as well as volume, is very important. PropellerAds is okay, even with the internal tracker itself, it's good, but without volume, I don't think I will even think of running any push campaign ads, because so many details are here that you need in order to optimize your push campaign. So basically, I think I've covered everything regarding this campaign. I'm almost done, guys. Just 1 minute. So this is how the campaign looks. I've actually asked them whether I can show you guys this, and they showed yes, you can actually show them in depth about this campaign as well. So this is the images that they use for the campaign. As you can see, this one was the successful one, as you can see. So this is the method that they use. You can actually use this particular method, or you can even go ahead and use your own creative when it comes to building your campaign. It's totally up to you. This is just a sample. So this was the testing one, and this was the optimizing one. So mostly they did not use this email type of icon, but they use the same images a lot. Mostly they use the same images, only this one was a different images, and it did convert very well. It was a second converting images, and this was the first one. So this is how you optimize, guys. So this is how you build a campaign and optimize it. You collect the data. The main thing is about first build the campaign properly with proper creatives. If you don't know, you can actually take these creatives as reference, or you can even do your own creatives and then test that campaign. If that campaign is successful or not. If the campaign is successful, then you optimize the campaign by analyzing the data in volume. That's why volume is very important. So this is the step that how you should actually run your push campaign and make profit. So I think I've covered a lot in this whole video regarding how to analyze a real push campaign. This video was long. I really hope you enjoyed and you had a lot to learn from this video. If I did anything wrong in today's video, please forgive me. If you have any question regarding today's video, do not hesitate to drop us a comment below, just below this video.
Are you struggling with your affiliate marketing business or want to take things to the next level? Allow me to introduce you to Dice University. Dice University is the #1 affiliate marketing training platform in the world. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced affiliate marketer, Dice University offers you thousands of different videos with topics such as Facebook, volume, adplexity, and many more of your favorite topics. Step by step, you will learn the secret super affiliate ways to get the most out of each traffic source. Dominate each vertical with our detailed quick start guides. Are you ready to get started? Click the link in the description to sign up today.